In a world where social media has become rampant and every other thing that you are looking for is on the phone, it is very difficult for couples to maintain the emotional bond that they had before they settled down in marriage. That is why it's important that you are intentional with the things you do, you are intentional with how you do the things you do. If you want a relationship or a marriage that is emotionally strong, then pay attention to this. In today's video, I will be talking about how to build emotional connectedness as couples so that you don't fall victim to society. Let's get right into it. Number one most important thing that you need to be doing as a couple is to be checking up on each other daily. Well, yes, I know that somebody would say, oh, but we live in the same house, we all slept on the same bed, we woke up together, we went to work, blah, blah, blah. Yes, but you need to go the extra mile to be intentional, to check up on each other. When you wake up in the morning, you can say good morning and ask, how was your sleep? Did you sleep well? How is your day going to be like? What do you plan to do today? How are you going to go about this particular task that you spoke about yesterday? Be intentional, communicate, check on each other daily, because sometimes your partner may be going through something. They may be facing some troubles. It could be even with sleeping. And if you are not asking them questions, they might think that you do not care and they will keep it to themselves. But the more you probe and ask questions, the more they feel free to open up to you and tell you what the issue is. And together you can solve your problems. Together you support each other emotionally. The two shall become one. That is what the Bible says. So you help to carry each other's burden. You don't just leave one person to be on their own. I know some people are married and they are living like roommates. There is no chemistry, no connectedness, nothing. Why? Because they've started having children and they are not able to make time for each other because they are busy nurturing the children and all. Girl, the children are going to grow up. And when they grow up, they are going to leave. Now, when they leave, it's going to be the two of you back to where you started from. So it's important that you build that emotional bond. I'm not talking about attachment. There's a difference between attachment and being emotionally bonded together. So you check up on each other daily. During your day at work, you can just text, oh, how is the day going? How is work? Have you eaten? Have you prayed? Or anything that you think is important to just chip in and talk about, you communicate that, and together you build that bond. Having said that, I know for the most part, people are really glued to their phones because of social media. We are scrolling, we are looking at one content to the other, we are watching the movies, the skits, and all that. And there's a temptation to keep focusing on the phone, forgetting your partner is by your side. And when you don't take care, as you keep scrolling, with time, you guys will be growing apart. The only thing you will be doing together is having sex, and the rest is left adamant because much focus has been given to the phone. Instead of scrolling, you can take advantage of that time to communicate with each other. Just flirt around, say something to each other, ask questions, try to get each other's opinion. I know my etiquette people, you will come for me. I know you're going to say, oh, when you're eating, you're not supposed to talk and all that. Well, if you don't want to talk whilst eating, at least you can hold each other's hand, or you can just be rubbing each other's skin. You can just be rubbing your fingers or rubbing his hands, her feet whilst you are eating. It's just nice, at least, to create that bond, to show that you are present. Okay, even if you want to scroll, there should be something to talk about. You put everything aside and you start to discuss whatever you scrolled. That's another way of building the bond. You discuss issues, you try to debate over it, you all bring your point, you elaborate on it, and that's how you build the bond. There's another aspect that I know that some people do very well at. It is studying each other, knowing your love languages. We all have our love languages. I have what when you do, it really makes me happy. And I know that you also have what makes you happy. Like that one thing that when the person does, it just turns you on and you are good to go. Once a while, try to hammer on this particular thing. So if your partner is a lover of gifts, you can get them gifts once a while. Not just any random gifts, but thoughtful gifts. For instance, if you notice that your husband has been wearing a particular watch and maybe that watch is no longer working, and you see a nice watch, you can buy for him. Or let's say you've seen that your wife has been screenshotting bags, shoes, dresses, clothes. It's a sign that she wishes you should buy it for her. And if you have the chance, you can buy it for her. These little acts of love, the gifts, the service, for instance, you notice that maybe your wife is not around, or you notice that your husband is not around, and there's a particular chore or something that he's usually the one who does it, but for some reason he is not around at that moment. If you have the chance and the time, why not do it? What stops you from doing it? That is where the teamwork comes in. And as you're doing that, you build that bond. You know, I've seen couples, especially a Beamer family, and I love them so much. I love how they do their things. They do everything together. You see, the act of service, the little thank yous you say, the little appreciation you show to each other. That is how you build the bond. Wherever you are, even if you leave home for 2 days, 3 days, your partner cannot wait to have you back because of this little show of love. And please don't forget, when somebody does something for you, the proper thing to do is to say thank you. Some of us have too high ego. Just say, thank you, no, yenka. Yeah, yeah, fumswa, yenka, sorry. So what is your problem? How do you expect that only you, every time your partner will be available for you emotionally? He's always the one saying sorry. She's always the one saying thank you. She's always the one doing everything. And you feel entitled. Say, Debiano, you should be the one on the receiving end. It does not work like that. When you do that, you are emotionally draining the person. You are being manipulative. And that is not how you build a healthy relationship. Chale, you need to learn each other. Like, you need to know yourselves as couples. If you are dating and looking forward to get into marriage, you need to learn each other. You know that this thing, if I do it this way, this man, this woman will not be happy about it. Just don't do it. Or before you even do it, discuss with him or her to be sure that you're all on the same, on the same line before you even take any step. Because at the end of the day, it is two of you in that ship. It's two of you against the world. So before you do anything, apart from God that you will consult, please, it's expedient that you communicate with your partner. Learn them and know what they like and what they don't like, and just live by these rules. It will save you a whole lot. Now, somebody will say that, why am I saying that? Am I trying to say that you should allow your partner to control you and you can't do things out of your own will, blah, 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 blah? See, listen to me. When you get married, the whole ball game is different from when you are single. Even if you are dating somebody and you have not settled down in marriage yet, you can go anywhere you like, you can do anything you like, and that person has no right to question you. That person cannot tell you what to do with your life, even though you are in a relationship. But you see, the moment marriage comes in, the moment you take that ring, the moment you say that vow, the moment you sign that document, it is an agreement you've come with the person. You cannot just stand up and do anything. You cannot just stand up and go anywhere. You cannot just stand up and do things to just satisfy yourself at the detriment of your partner. Because mind you, at that point in time, you signed a legal agreement that you are going to do what he likes and he what you like. So you can't just go about your life like that anymore. It's not as if the person is controlling you, but now you have a responsibility to communicate your intentions with that partner and let him or her be in agreement with what you want to do so that there is peace. Because if you always want to have things your own way, if you always want to do things the way you like, because I know my rights, woman empowerment, see, you are going to lose your marriage. Now, don't get me wrong. You can be empowered as a woman and be married to the most loving person. It's a matter of understanding, knowing your limits, knowing where to draw the lines. That is it. You just need to know where to draw the lines. And it's also an act of respect for each other, an act of respect even for the marriage itself, that you guys are in the know. Imagine you just stand up one day, you pack your bags, you go for 3 days vacation, or let's say a 1 week vacation. You don't tell your husband anything. There is nothing to show that you even left a note, nothing. Then you go. He calls you. Oh, Annie, where are you? I came home from work. I have not seen you. Oh, yes. Yeah, there's this trip I planned. I wanted to go to, so I left today. And you expect to come back to meet your husband happy and in a good mood? No, it doesn't work that way. If it was you, would you be happy? That's a question you should ask yourself. So if you're not going to be happy with that action, girl, don't try to do it to somebody's son. Finally, on this thing, there is some beauty that comes out of establishing what we call family traditions. I'm not talking about diabolic family traditions, but these ones are the godly ones that keeps a family staying together. 1, praying together. 2, studying the word of God together. 3, singing together. 4, playing games together. 5, going to bed together. Like, there are certain things that when you do, especially for my married couples, there are certain things that when you do, it helps build strong emotional bonds between the couple. And even when kids are involved, you should cultivate the habit of hugging each other as a family. Let's say every morning you wake up, you all pray, then you give yourselves a warm hug, maybe for a minute or two before you go about your day. You know, it just stays with you. It makes you feel loved. It makes you feel the warmth, the connection with the hearts involved in that hug. And throughout the day, your day is sorted. You always have peace. You always have joy. It's important that you establish some of these things and you continue to do it just to renew that love. For some people, it may be outing. Some people, they don't really need to go out, but they can do maybe Netflix and chill. They sit down, watch a movie, eat some popcorn, take some ice cream as a family. All these things help to build that bond. So yes, it's important that as a couple, as a family, you build a bond that strengthens you, because now where the world is going, see, if you don't have that bond, if you are not strong enough as a unit, as a couple, as a family, the devil is coming so hard at you. And I bet if your house is built on sand, it's going to fall apart. Build your foundation on Christ, who is the solid rock. That's the only way you can triumph. I hope this has been a blessing to you. I'm going to come your way with another video that's going to be a blessing to you. So stick and stay. Please share with somebody who needs to hear this and let others be blessed. God bless you so much and I love you. My name is Gloriana Ayelitete. I'm a wife, a mom, an entrepreneur, a public health practitioner with interest in maternal and child health. And I'm so excited to have you here. God bless you, and subscribe and share, like and comment. I love you. Bye.